Welcome once again, guys, to Munich Tour Tips TV for another virtual walk through Munich. And today we're walking from the Platzl, or the little square, which is where the Hofbrauhaus is located, dating back to 1780. And we're going to be walking up to the Odeonsplatz. En route, we're going to be taking in the Bavarian Opera House and also the Residence building, before finally finishing up on our tour on the Odeonsplatz. So again, this is another tour that you can do when you're in the city. Hopefully once the corona times are behind us, you'll be able to come into the city, have lunch and a beer maybe at the Hofbrauhaus on the Platzl where we just started, and then you can take this little walk over to the Odeonsplatz to have a look at the Feldherrnhalle, or the Field Marshal's Hall, which is an original monument in the centre of the city. With regards to walking in the city, guys, it's a relatively small city. You know, the population of Munich is 1.4 million. It's the third biggest city in Germany, Berlin being the largest with approximately 3.8 million, Hamburg with 2.8, and then here Munich 1.4 million. So it's not a huge metropolis, it's not a London or a New York, and what that means is that in terms of the old city centre, everything is pretty much walkable. As long as you haven't got any disabilities or whatever, you can get around to most places in the centre of the city by foot, which of course, if you can do that, is the greatest way to get to see all the architecture and the buildings and so forth. If walking is a problem, you can always use the fantastic transportation system here in the city. There's the S-Bahn, or the Schnellbahnnetz, the U-Bahn, and of course the trams and buses. And we're going to be seeing a tram in a moment as we walk down the main street up here. So, you know, everything is accessible, even if walking is a little bit of a challenge for you. So the main street that we're coming onto now is the famous Maximilianstraße, the location of the very famous hotel, the Hotel 4 Jahrzeiten, or the Four Seasons Hotel. And also along here, the building to the right is the Munich Bavarian State Opera House. And there's the State Opera House, the building you can see there with the pillars. The Bavarian State Opera House received the Opernhaus des Jahres, or the Opera House of the Year award, from the Opernwelt, or the Opera World magazine, in October 2015. So it's very, very highly regarded. And as you can see from the architecture in this area as well, what with the Residence, the Opera House, this is very much the cultural centre of the city, if you like. So if you're not used to seeing trams, guys, wherever you come from in the world, there's one of the Munich trams, which serves the city centre. Goes right through the centre. There's a whole system of trams that run through the centre of the city. And one of the great ways to get to see the city is to, without even planning anything, is to just hop on a tram and take a ride through the city to get a feel of the vibe of the city. The only thing you have to be careful with the trams is if you're not used to having them in the city where you come from, or wherever you come from in the world, it can be quite a shock to be crossing a road and all of a sudden see this great big tram in front of you. They tend to be a little bit quiet as well, so keep your eyes peeled if there are tram lines in the vicinity for sure. Okay, opposite us here now we can see the Residence building, which is another must-visit location in the city. All of the tour guide books mention the Residence. The Residence is the former royal palace of the Wittelsbach monarchs of Bavaria, and it's the largest city palace in Germany. And today it's open to visitors for its beautiful architecture and room decorations, and also displays former royal collections. The complex of buildings contains 10 courtyards and displays 130 rooms. The three main parts are the Königsbau, near the Max-Joseph-Platz here, and the Alter residence, or the old residence, towards the Residenzstraße, which is the road that we're going to be walking down in a moment. And there's also the Festsaalbau, towards the Hofgarten, which again is at the end of this road here. So again, I would thoroughly recommend, guys, that if you're in the city, take maybe half a day, put half a day into your schedule to come and have a look at the residence building. Again, the kind of thing that would dictate your choices in terms of what you do is what the weather's like. So if it's a rainy day, a great opportunity to come and see the residence building. Bear in mind when you do see the residence, though, that it's been very much rebuilt since the end of the Second World War, because the residence was devastated by Allied bombing. And they actually called it a miracle of restoration because they restored the building back to its original features. And if you didn't know it had been rebuilt, you'd be quite shocked to find out, that's for sure. And we're coming down the Residenzstraße here now, typical Munich architecture that we can see here. And as we get towards the end of this street, we're going to come onto the Odeonsplatz. The Odeonsplatz is a large square in the centre of the city, dates back to the 19th century, and was designed by Leo von Klenze. And it's at the southern end of the Ludwigstraße. The square is named for the former concert hall, the Odeon, which stood on this area. And as we come onto the square, we can see the Theatina Church to the left, beautiful architecture, and the Feldherrnhalle to the left of that with the big arches, or the Field Marshal's Hall. The Theatina Church, beautiful site in the centre of the city, and there's the Feldherrnhalle. The Feldherrnhalle survived the Allied bombing of 1942 to 45, so what you see there is an original structure. Sinisterly as well, this is where the SS used to carry out their ceremonies on this particular square. I have another video on the channel as well, which is all about the beer hall putsch of 1923, and if you get a look at that video, you'll see this square from a completely different perspective. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and to tap the notification bell if you'd like to see more virtual tours, and hopefully I'll see you in Munich very soon. Take care now, all the best.